God, even in the darkest, like, explosive pimple. Okay, hi, if you're new, my name is Liana. I normally don't really introduce myself in videos just because, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm used to it, but I keep forgetting, like, when people are, like, coming on and watching my videos, they're new, and like, who's this creator? Who's this person? My name is Liana, Liana. Liana. I don't know why, when I watch my own videos, the autocorrect keeps spelling it Lyana, and whatever kind of variations, but it's not my actual variation, is Liana. Anyways, I just want to talk about with like a couple of things with just like, I know with my life right now, I'm not in the best situation with dealing with a couple of personal stuff. Me with my injury, and then it's just of me trying to recover, and then me, just with everything like that. And so like, I've been injured since March, and so like, it's been a process, and then on top of just some other things on top of things, and I could have been leaving now, but I'm home still dealing with my injury. So yeah, I mean, I'm overall like doing okay for the most part. I am still doing school, and I will still be doing school when I'm on the ship. Because it's online, so like it's really no point for me, and then I'll have something to do. So yeah, I have been back and forth about like with like, do I want to switch my major and stuff, and I think it's just because like I feel like right now, just with everything, I feel like I'm a complete failure at life. Like, I'm just so used to feeling like one little wrong thing, because like of taught being with Christianity is saying like, if something bad happens, or you know, if a bad situation happens of something that you want, that means it's not meant for you. And so I'm trying to relearn myself that as like, no matter what, I have an end goal, and no matter how hard I try, I have an end goal into the things that I want to do, and what is meant for me is meant for me. If I like it, then I'm going to keep it. There's no point of giving something that, you know, even like with my lifeguarding, I had my dad tell me, oh, it's not a job. Like, you don't need to be doing that next year. Blah, 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 blah. But I'm still going to be doing that next year, because again, I know way too much for me not to do it. And, I'll be home for the summer until my next contract, and so like, I still need to have income in order for me to pay my bills, because I'm going to be planning moving, so I need money to, you know, keep my place and have income coming in before my next contract, because like, I'm not going to do a long contract. The most that I am going to do is I'm going to do 6 months at a time. And so for like the first 2 that I'm planning to do is I'm going to do 6 months. And then after, I'll do 4 or 6 months of my contract, if I am able to do that. So like by my 3rd contract, I could do a 4-month contract. And then like my 5th contract, if I want to do a 6-month contract, I can. So it just all depends. So like, I'm not, being there for a long time. And then also I thought of doing Coast Guard as well, in the meantime as well, just because, you know, I'm already making sea time, and so like, I might as well contribute to that in order to, you know, I don't have to do a lot in order for me to be deployed somewhere else, you know. I mean, I may end up in the sense of being deployed somewhere else, but I mainly want to do just the States for the right, well, not all in the States, because I do want to travel other places, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see what the future holds, but I just really am not getting in the head of allowing what other people think of what I should do or what they think it's best for me. Because again, I have my stupid ass brother saying, oh, when you get there, you need to, you could buy this, you could buy. I'm like, no, when I'm going there, I'm planning to save, because when I come back, I want to get my apartment. Like, I already have a car. There's no point of me buying a new car until my second contract. I'm buying an apartment. That's like my main objective of my financial stability. When I'm there for 6 months, if I'm not going to buy, I'm going to save. I may want to get a camera. I'm going to get, the only big purchase that I will get is I want to get a camera, because I want to do vlogging as well and stuff. So like, I may do that. But other than that big purchase, I'm not buying clothes. I'm buying clothes now. And so I'm bringing at least like a month's worth of clothes where I'm not needing to buy anything. And it's just, I'm not buying any crazy prints or anything. I'm buying things that I can rotate and wear. Like, I'm not going to need to go shopping for anything. I may do like a little shopping, but I'm not buying a whole wardrobe, you know, maybe like a couple of new things to add into my of what I have, because I know I want to buy a Hawaii jacket, you know. So like, I'm not gonna wanting to need to buy like what I already own, you know. So it's just stupid things like that. And I'm doing what is best for me and what I already like do, like the skills and the progress that I've developed so much into my lifeguarding. Why should I quit when I already am strong enough, right? So it's just mainly ignoring all the negativity that's around me, and just with knowing what I want to do and not letting nobody control me and what I need to do, or what they don't think is successful and what they don't feel is obtaining. Because like, I'm not gonna sit at a 9 to 5 or at a laptop other than what I need to do for school all day, right? I'm doing what I want to do, and you know, it's really just like of the sense that, you know, with just the personal things that I'm going on. Like, I'm not going to give up my appointments just to take care of somebody else. Like, no, I'm doing what I need to do so I can leave and go to Hawaii, you know. I'm not going to drop in. Plus, you know, dealing with a work like situation, like, I'm not going to lose all my benefits for someone's stupid self. And I've already mentioned it's my brother that's being fucking stupid. So it's just all in all, just like really like not allowing anybody saying like, oh, well, that's not that, that's not this. It's just bullshit, because they don't know anything, and you may not know unless you try it. Like with, again, like my lifeguarding, like I told myself I would never be a lifeguard. Here I am liking it. And so like, I'm not going to allow myself to let people objectives define me and quit because of what their approval is, because I don't need nobody's approval but my own happiness. And I have an end goal, you know, like this is a summer job. Like it's still going to be here when I come back, you know, like it's like you know, and then I could also train other places as well too eventually. I don't know about that, but just like with where I'm at, we're the first to use a program, so I don't know, whatever. But with that, but I'm doing well, you know, so I'm not gonna quit and stop doing it when I've already passed 2 audits and I got promoted to deep guard within a month of training. No, well, I haven't been working a month. I've been working actually since April, but for the season, I've been working since May. So I guess give or take a month, right? Because I was trained editing Liana here, and like there's no point either, because I'm doing everything on an injury. So why? That's proving my strength there, where I'm capable of still doing things while having an injury. So if you're feeling like, you're weak, or you're feeling like you quit this? No. If you're doing well, there's no point of you stopping, If it's a good environment, if you enjoy people where you're working at, whatever. Don't listen to people that are fucking stupid, because that's what's going to make your life a miserable fucking hell. If you're going to give up everything you enjoy for somebody else's gain, no, don't fucking do it. I was trained on my injury. That's why I didn't get deep guard the first time, because my wrist gave out when I was trying to save one of my supervisors. And so, yeah, that was that. And then he was like, maybe you should probably check that out. And you know what? He was right. But I mean, it's whatever. I mean, I'm not as mad. I think I would be more mad because if I didn't get checked and I went on the ship, even in that situation, oh, you probably shouldn't even say anything because blah, 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 blah. Well, if I didn't say anything and if I have my wrist injured or if I get hurt and be like, oh, well, this wasn't that, I had a prior injury, I could get fired. I could get fired if I didn't say anything. So it's just, people in my life are just so fucking stupid. And you could be in the same situation as well, where you can't please what everybody is around you. You could jump off a fucking building. You could save somebody in a burning fire and it'd be like, oh, well, you didn't do well, And I mean, it's okay. Because again, if you're always going around and trying to please everybody, it's going to drain you out, It's just like with my families, when dealing with my father and my brothers, in one ear out the other. Because telling me, oh, you're not going to make income, you're not going to make money, you're not going to be happy if you're always going to listen to all those people saying what they feel you may not be good at, right? And so, hold on, I'm going to be back. But the objective of this is just with my schooling and everything, like I mentioned from before. I was emailing, with my mentor. I have actually a call tomorrow with her, with a couple of things that I may go back tonight into my lesson that I need to, because I was doing spreadsheet data, whatever that class is. Data presentations or something is with Excel. I don't. Anyways, I was emailing her because lately I was thinking about switching. I can't even post a picture of what I said exactly. But it was just the whole point of not letting, the small inconvenience that is happening into my life making me feel like a failure. When I know I have an end goal. So that's why I'm keeping supply chain and operation as my major, operation management as my major. Supply chain and operation management is my major and I'm keeping it. Because with me working on the cruise ship and then me wanting to do the Coast Guard, it just makes sense. And then I'm thinking long term. Marketing is just basically this, and I'm not making YouTube my full-time job. I'm not wanting to be a social media influencer. I want to have my own business, and so this is my business portfolio in a sense of knowing I have a digital footprint and I have, where not where if I do ever make something or whatever, you've seen that I have an identity. I'm not just trying to go viral. I'm just trying to present myself as hey, this is me. This is what I'm going on in my life. This is what my career goal, my long-term objective. And it's not just short-term of, hey, I want to be an influencer. I want to be a content creator. I want to have millions of followers. No, I know that's not guaranteed. I've been trying this since since the pandemic, and it hasn't gotten me nowhere at all. Even now that I am taking it quote unquote serious. But I know the last few months it's been hard because of like with my wrist, I couldn't really edit a lot just with, I do everything on my phone because you don't need an expensive equipment in the beginning. You could just use your phone, and I use CapCut. So like, it's just really, of me, like just with, at the end of this, I know that I'm going to be okay and financially stable, and I'm able to rely on myself, which is why I'm just not quitting and jumping to quit just because somebody doesn't like what I'm doing. And there's no need for me to quit because I'm doing a good job of what I'm doing because I just got promoted. And so I'm not going to mess up my opportunities just because a person may seem as is not a job. A lifeguard is a job. A lifeguard is most important job, I feel like, to have the skills and the mindset to do, because I wouldn't be doing it if it didn't mean anything, right? Because any job that I want to do, I want to make sure it has a purpose in what I'm doing. Like, I don't want to go to a job just because it has good pay and good money. Like, what is the purpose of that if I'm not happy about what I'm doing, right? And I'm never going to pick a job just because of what somebody else is doing. And I would never pick a job because it's what somebody else seems is more successful than what I'm doing currently. My life is my life, and I'm not going to jump in, like I said, jump ship and jump to making somebody else happy. Like, no, I'm doing what's going to make me happy in my long-term goal. And whether it's you in it or it's with you without it, so it's just that, I know it's just people are stupid, like my brother. And I'm not listening to my father about like, oh, you don't need to be doing lifeguarding next year. I'm going to continue doing lifeguarding because I know way too much for me to not keep up with what I'm already doing. And being that, my job is the first to use this, I could help other to transfer over. And that's what my goal is too, with training and everything, because I am interested in training. And so it's just with, what swim lessons taught me is like, I don't want to teach children. And I'm grateful for like my lifeguarding skills and ability that I have. So I'm not going to throw that all away because my father feels like it's not a job, or my brother is just fucking stupid, so it's just with that, and you could be watching this and feeling like, you have a couple of people in your life that are doing the same thing, whether it's school or, you want to do music, but your family wants you to be a doctor or whatever. Do what you want to do. At the end of the day, it's your life, and if you want to come on here and feel like you need to make those people happy in your life, you need to make yourself happy in your life, because you don't want to be doing something that you're not good at. And you know what you're good at, but you want to, please people. And pleasing people, no one can ever be happy, because those same people are not even happy with their self or what they want to do, right? So, like, you need to do what you love, and not abide by what their success is, because it's what you want, like I said. So to end it here, don't listen to your stupid family members. Don't listen to stupid friends. Those people are not good in your life. Those people don't see the best in you. And you got to see what's best for yourself, and like I said, don't let whatever small inconvenience that is happening to you. I left the church because just the bullshit of God puts his toughest people in his battles, and it's just abuse bullshit and nonsense of hypocrisies and just all of that. So that's why I just completely left the church, because like, why are you gonna say that to a child? You're saying that it's okay for God to abuse you, and you didn't even ask for this life. So, like, shut the fuck up, right? So that's why I left the church, because of just bullshit and hypocrisy in my family and all that stuff. So, like, I couldn't just deal with it no more. And it was a toll of my mental health as well, too. And just with, I don't know, it was just a lot. So, yeah. It's your life. You need to live your life and do what makes you happy. Because if you want to follow everybody and want to follow the people that say, oh, well, that's not a job, that's not good for you, that's not going to make you money. Meanwhile, they're unhappy and they're not making any money. They're narcissistic, they're controlling, they're abusive, whatever, right? So, like, you don't need to listen to all the negativity. Block all the negativity. Like I said, in one ear, out the other. You know what your long-term goal is, and stick with it. Don't change it for anybody. Don't change it for a man. Don't change it for a nigga. Don't change it for nobody to fit their lifestyle. You need to make sure that if a person wants to be with you, or if a person loves you, they have to be okay with them adapting to your lifestyle, not the other way around, you know? Because even with me, if I get in a relationship, if the person has an issue with me leaving off and on, I'm not even gonna I'm not gonna quit my opportunity to go to Hawaii for a man. Like, that's fucking stupid. The same way of, like, I'm not gonna drop all my appointments to take care of somebody because I know I want to leave, right? So, yeah, that's the same. That's the way. And I know that nobody can control me. Because if you control me, you're an enemy, and I can be crazy. So, and I can cut you real quickly, good or bad. So, that's just my little spill out of whatever. So, yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you. I'm doing a vlog because like, I'm off this week, so I could do a little bit more than what I'm able to, and I'm playing catch up from, like, my, like I said, injury and stuff, and I'm feeling a lot better. So, yeah. So, other than that, you know what's so good today? Side note, because, like, I know I'm possibly going to be leaving, like, towards the end of August, so I had called my eye doctor appointment. And they're saying, I'm so glad that you called, because you were on our return call for a reschedule. And guess what my new appointment is? Next Monday. And you know what else is good for that? Is because I already have Mondays off. Double win. Fuck. Double fucking win. But yeah, I was just like, I'm gonna just call because, like, I don't know when exactly I'm leaving, so, like, I want to do all of, like, my appointments as much as I can, you know? So, like, because, like, I won't get another appointment until, like, maybe March or April. So, like, I was just like, I need to do this now. And I want to be able to get, if I need new glasses, want to get new glasses, right? So, like, fuck! Bye!